What if the main thing that makes you see and understand more than all the others is also the reason they fear you? What if the ability to notice what others ignore is not just a gift, but also a threat? This is the danger of seeing what others can't, and no one understood this better than NICCOLÒ Machiavelli. You have probably experienced this. You walk into a room and you sense something off. You notice the subtle looks people give, the hidden motives behind their words. You see it clearly, but others pretend nothing is there. You try to speak up, to share what you see, and instead of being thanked for your insight, people look at you with suspicion. And why? Because seeing the truth before others are even able to is powerful. But power always comes with danger. In this video, we will go deep, not just some shallow advice, not cliches. We'll break down step by step why seeing what others simply just can't creates resistance, how Machiavelli turned this into influence, and what principles you can apply to protect yourself while still using this rare ability. By the end, you won't just understand the danger. You'll see crystal clear how to turn it into strength. Here's the hidden trap. Most people want to believe the world is simple. They want to believe leaders are honest, that success comes from hard work alone, that relationships are built only on love and trust. But you notice the gaps. You see the politics at work. You see the hidden self-interest in others' actions, and you see the discrepancy between what people say and what they do. And this creates symptoms. You feel isolated because you see what others deny. You feel misunderstood because when you speak the truth, it sounds harsh or negative. You feel threatening because your clarity forces others to confront realities they want to avoid. This is the invisible cost of clarity. And it gets even worse. The more often you're right, the more uncomfortable people become. If you predict problems before they appear, if you warn of risks before anyone else sees them, your accuracy ironically makes others resent you. They don't thank you. They avoid you because you remind them of their blindness. It's like being the only one who notices the storm clouds gathering. While everyone else dances, you warn them of rain. Instead of preparing, they call you a pessimist. Machiavelli once wrote, "It is much better to be feared than to be loved if you cannot be both." Why would he say something so provocative? Here's the story. Machiavelli served the powerful leaders of Florence. He saw behind the curtain, the betrayals, the alliances, the secret deals. One day he advised a ruler to make a harsh decision, something unpopular but necessary. The ruler hesitated. He wanted to remain popular. But Machiavelli reminded him, people respect strength more than they remember kindness. The ruler acted. The city stabilized. His enemies backed down. The result? Machiavelli became known as someone who saw what others simply couldn't, an uncomfortable truth teller, both at the same time, respected and feared. And this is key. He understood that clarity alone isn't enough. It must be paired with strategy, timing, and courage. Now let's break this down into 3 principles you can apply today. Here is principle 1. Clarity is power, but power creates enemies. Always remember this line. The moment you see more, you threaten those who see less. What does this mean? When you point out the hidden agenda in a meeting, you expose someone. When you highlight the real cause of a problem, you challenge people's comfort. Imagine you're in a team project. Everyone wants to believe the plan is solid. but you notice a critical flaw. You speak up. Instead of gratitude, you get silence, maybe even a pushback. And why? Because you just disrupted their illusion and blindness, and illusions are comfortable. Application for you. Before you speak your clarity, ask this: is this the right time? Do I have enough trust built with these people to say this? Sometimes silence is not cowardice, it's strategy. Now comes principle 2. Truth without strategy is self-sabotage. The truth is not enough. How you deliver it decides whether it lands as wisdom or as threat. Machiavelli taught, appearances matter. People judge what they see, not what is real. Example, you can't just tell a friend, your relationship is toxic. They'll resist. But if you ask, do you feel stronger or weaker when you're with her? Suddenly the truth is theirs to discover. Or think of workplace politics. You see a leader making short-term decisions. That will hurt the company. If you accuse them directly, you'll be ignored or punished. But if you frame it as concern for the team's success, you become the ally instead of the critic. Application for you. Wrap your clarity in questions, in stories, in symbols. Guide people instead of confronting them. That's how you plant seeds of truth without triggering defense. And the last one, here is principle 3. Seeing differently demands courage to stand alone. When you see what others can't, you will often be alone. People may distance themselves. They may whisper that you're cynical or arrogant or even dangerous. But history shows, every change begins with someone who sees differently. Another example, innovators like Galileo saw truths about the universe that others rejected. He was mocked, even punished. And yet today, we call him a genius. Or consider modern visionaries, entrepreneurs who saw opportunities no one else believed in. At first, they were ridiculed. Later, they were imitated. Seeing ahead requires enduring the valley of doubt. Another application, ask yourself, am I willing to carry the weight of what I see, even if others don't applaud me for it yet? So here's a personal question. Are you willing to pay the price of clarity? Because clarity is expensive. Clarity costs comfort. Clarity costs approval, and it costs easy belonging. Take this challenge. For the next 72 hours, observe one situation where you see what others ignore. Instead of speaking immediately, pause, then ask yourself, what's the strategic way to share this? Or is it wiser to hold it? This small experiment trains your balance between truth and survival. Imagine the difference. Before, you were frustrated. You spoke the truth and felt punished. You felt isolated for seeing too much. Now, after practicing these principles, you are strategic. You don't waste your clarity, you deliver it with impact. You choose the right moment, and suddenly, instead of being rejected, you are respected. People may still don't like you, but they will rely on you. They'll come to you when illusions collapse. They'll seek your perspective when the stakes are high. Because deep down, people resist clarity until they desperately need it. This is the gold sentence of the video. Seeing what others can't is both curse and blessing at the same time. The art is learning when and how to reveal it. And if you practice this art, you transform from an outsider into an influencer, from the one who has doubted to the one who has followed. So write in the comments, I choose clarity. Subscribe if you want more insights like this, because in the next video, we'll go deeper into another Machiavellian secret. Why being loved can be more dangerous than being hated. And remember, sometimes the sharpest vision comes with the heaviest cost, but it's also what makes you unstoppable.